All right, bit of a disastrous way to open a series against San Diego. Here's Scott Mitchell to cheer us up, our Blue Jays reporter. Second stint after his start in the minors, and safe to say, 3+ innings, 4 earned, 5 walks, that Mr. Alek Manoah took a bit of a step back on Tuesday night?
Yeah, not what you want after, looking pretty good against the Detroit Tigers, but you have to have the context there. They're one of the worst offensive teams in the league with an 85 weighted runs created plus, which is 15% below league average. The Padres came in at above league average, and obviously with a lineup full of stars. So you step up in weight class, and obviously you try to go through his mechanical adjustments that he made, kind of behind the scenes in the minors, and, it just wasn't there tonight. And, the first thing you look at, and the first thing John Schneider mentioned, and the first thing Manoah himself mentioned after the game was just zone rate, strike throwing, the efficiency. His pitch count was up way too quickly, way too high. And you look at the zone rate, 56% against the Detroit Tigers, only 43% today. And you want a major league starter to be in the range of 60%, especially with the fastball. And, he just wasn't throwing enough strikes, 5 walks, 0 strikeouts, which really tells you how much the Padres were just able to sit back and kind of lay off everything because he wasn't in the zone, couldn't command his pitches. So kind of more of the same, unfortunately, with Manoah at this point.
And then, Scott, Hyun-jin Ryu is on the verge of returning, so the Jays could potentially have 6 healthy starters available. How do you see things shaking out once Ryu does actually return?
Well, it's a great question because Schneider and the Blue Jays don't even know that. They've talked about the idea of a 6-man rotation. It's not an ideal scenario for anyone because it throws the routines of the veteran starters, Gosman, Barrios, Bassett, these guys that are used to pitching every 5th day. That's not ideal for them. So they're potentially going to have 6 quality starters and only 5 spots. So you can get through it for a little while, use Ryu as a spot start. He's going to pitch Friday in Buffalo at AAA. He's going to throw 80 to 85 pitches. Looked really sharp last time out, so there's a chance he can contribute more than kind of anyone's expecting. And when you look at what they could do, they could obviously spot start him for a few weeks, kind of move through the next few weeks like that, or you could go with a 5-man rotation and pen one of these guys. And that's where you kind of look at Manoah, you look at Yusei Kikuchi, who's scuffling as well, and say, look, these guys are pitching for a rotation spot right now because his team is trying to obviously claw back ground on the Tampa Bay Rays, and every game matters. So it's going to be really interesting what they do, but it's better to have 6 options than not enough. So the Blue Jays potentially could be in a very good spot, but again, Manoah, 5 days from now, he needs to have a stronger outing.
So the Jays win streak ends at 4, and Jose Barrios will try to start a new win streak on Wednesday. Am I hearing some leaf blowers there, Scott? Can I hear some leaf? Are those some leaf blowers at the Dome?
Oh, you're hearing them.
Yeah.
No leaf blower gets past you.
You're the best, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Cheers.